Good afternoon. It's November 2nd. We're doing our daily market report for the four-county area: Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, and Hernando. As you may know from watching this is like a little boring because there's not a lot happening. Listings in October 13th were 2581, and now they're 2736. And we're seeing those kinds of movement in actives. Pendings and solds have been going sideways, so let's just skip off of this. As I've said before, over the longer term, the trends become apparent, and the trend is active listings going up, pendings and solds somewhat sideways. Interest rates dropped an eighth of a point yesterday for the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and that's good. You can get 7 7/8% now for just an eighth of a point. If you don't know what that means, please reach out to me. I'll jump you on a Zoom call and we can see if we can get you educated. And I am Randy Jenkins, and I am head of the Florida Real Estate Partners. I'm at Rocket Mortgage, and here's my information. Today we're going to talk about following the market. Now, many of you know I'm or was Mr. Pasco, and that's not from working out. That's from being here so long and all my buddies in Hillsborough and Pinellas, and I became Mr. Pasco, and I'm thinking about maybe branding that, but we'll see. Anyway, in Pasco County today, there were 2,751 active listings, and what I find to be most interesting is to follow the solds. And how do we follow the solds? The answer is we look at them. Yesterday, we had 27 properties close in Pasco County. And so today, we're just going to look at them. A trailer sold for $40,000. They were asking $54,900, and it closed in 26 days for $40,000. Fox Hunt, this is a condominium. And it's not just any kind of condominium. This is in Saddlebrook, and it most likely is a condo hotel. And this is a strange beast because you can only be in it like, I don't know, 41 days a year, and the rest of it has to be part of the condominium rental pool. Here we have a Paradise Lakes condominium. This is a clothing optional, 500 days on the market. It was listed at 127. It sold for $125,000. No bedrooms. This is a studio. But there's naked people there, and that may be the appeal. Here we go. Another Paradise Lakes condominium, 1-1, asking $187,000, sold for $177,000. Zephyr Hills, a 2-2 mobile home, asking $209,000, sold for $195,000. Wow. And you're still paying $411 a year, $35 a month. Not bad. Not bad. Interesting. 1997 double wide with 864 square feet, selling at $225 a square foot. Here we go. Dollar Lake condominium, $147 a square foot, asking $207, sold for $205 in 64 days. We have new construction. Very nice. $195 a square foot, $110 a month for the condo fee or the HOA fee. This sold in 34 days, and it went for $10,000 less than the asking price. Interesting, on new construction, we don't see a lot of discounting, but there's one there. Tennyson on the estates. This used to be a golf course frontage home or golf course community, but that Links went out of business, and now it's going to be a forest. Listed at $385,000, sold for $385,000 in 23 days. That's $177 a square foot. If you know me, you know I really focus on the price per square foot. Here we have Lutz. A lot of high-priced stuff in Lutz. This sold for $211 a square foot after 123 days for $2,000 below the asking price. Oh, this is interesting. Wow, look at this. Look at those warehouses. Wow, look at that. Wow, if you needed storage, this was it. $425,000. They were asking 465. They dropped it 40 grand and sold it in 153 days. Interesting. R4 accommodates a multiple commercial residential use options. That is not exactly correct, but maybe in that case it was. Generally speaking, that R4 really is to do with how many square feet necessary to build something. Watergrass in Wesley Chapel asking 476,000, sold for 440,000, $267 a square foot in 45 days. Westbridge, 6 days to sell for $7,000 less than the asking price, $186 a square foot. Connerton Village, let's see what we can go up to some of the higher end properties. $237 a square foot. New construction, $506,000, sold for $483,000, still at $192 a square foot. Let's see if we can find something really expensive. $190 a square foot. $151 a square foot. Giant house, 3,400 square feet, heated, 6,800 square feet total. Wow. Very nice. $267 a square foot, sold in 30 days. 2 days in Tanglewood. Wow, look at this, sold for full price. Wow. I got to stop saying wow. Fortunately, nobody's watching these videos, so I'm not too worried about it. Wow. Yeah, very lovely, lovely home. Very nice. No deed restriction. Tanglewood, great subdivision, 1 to 2 acre properties. Plantation Palms. One of my pet peeves has to do with this right here. Buyer to verify all information with HOA. Interesting thing about this particular community, 241 days on the market, 406 days total combined days. This community has no pet restrictions. So anyone coming to town with a 100-pound dog who's going to research the area is not going to come up with Plantation Palms, which is an excellent, excellent community. I had a listing in there at one time with 65 listings. Mine was the only one that said no pet restrictions. It took me 4 days to find out there were no pet restrictions. None of their documents dealt with it. I finally was able to get through to the community, and they verified that there were no pet restrictions, and that's why there were no pet restrictions in their documents. But if you came to town and you had a 100-pound dog, you would never know. Like, this community is one of the great communities. What are we looking at? $715,000. Oh, I see. Wow, it just goes on and on. Look at that. This sold for $247 a square foot. New construction, Epperson, great community. $738,930, sold at the list price in 0 days. They might have actually had the buyer, and then they just inputted this for information purposes only. Golden Acres, $865,000 asking price, sold for $830,000. Wow. I got to stop saying wow. Murata, great community. Great community. Lake Jovita, we're getting mansionish. It's like a mansion, but smaller. Let's see here. $391 a square foot, 2-year-old house. All right, the final house on the list, Gulf Harbor Sea Forest, on the water, corner lot. Very nice. $451 a square foot, sold for $990,000 in 3 days. Wow, how impressive. Must have been a buyer out there just lurking, waiting for it. Anyway, if you've been around, you know I talk about just looking. And if you're just looking, then you need to be on my Just Looking program. We will get on a Zoom call. I will show you the SOLDS in your criteria. If you're a seller, especially if you're a seller, you need to monitor your neighborhood. You need to monitor your criteria. For example, if you're a 322 block home or a 322 block home with a pool, we need to watch those transactions. And I don't mean just the Zillow watching, which is just the actives. You've got to watch the pendings and the solds and the days on market. Anyway, I'm Randy Jenkins. I love real estate and I'm here to help. And there's a lot of competition for your business. Please allow me to jump into that competition and see if I can't be of value to you. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye now.